Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
After 4 homes burned down in Lincoln County in less than 2 days, state police now say they are all connected and have been intentionally set.
The family of a teenager killed in Lexington is not happy with the plea deal in the case.
And Kentucky's bourbon industry receives a toast from President Obama. Those stories and more. Breaking news as it happens. It's coming up on WKYT This Morning. Hello there. Good morning. Welcome in. It's your Thursday, rolling toward the weekend. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Well, let's hope we can toast to that with
That's right.
the Senate and the President working together.
Well, it looks like it. Immigration now is the issue that's already coming up as a little headbutting, but we'll see how all that goes. And we hopefully some good weather for the weekend. Meteorologist Micah Harris now. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, we're looking outside. A few gusty showers here and there, and it's really over toward the eastern zone, so most of us staying dry. Go down toward the east and the southeast, and that front's still trying to push on out of here. And here's the deal. Until it gets on out of here, it really doesn't feel too chilly. We have the rain here and there across the Mountain Parkway, and then work your way southbound toward London, Corbin area. And then your current temperatures are sitting there in the 50s. So like we said yesterday, it'll actually drop as we go throughout the day with that cooler air back toward the northwest, kind of filter in later on. We'll be right around 50 degrees, some in the upper 40s, some in the lower 50s. It'll be hit and miss too, so it's not that big massive rain like we saw yesterday. We'll really go over this forecast because it does get cooler, and also looking for the possibility of some flurries here and there. I'll show you where that fall is coming up.
Okay, we'll see you in a bit, and we thank you. And new on WKYT This Morning, a man had to be rescued after his car went off a bridge and landed in a creek.
This happened about 1 o'clock this morning on Old Frankfort Pike. Police say the man was driving towards Lexington when he took a curve too quickly and went off a bridge. His car landed on its side in the creek. An off-duty officer that was nearby witnessed the accident and called for help. The driver was taken to the hospital to be treated for non-life-threatening injuries. And that over in Woodford County this morning. Well, also new this morning, a man wanted in multiple Kentucky counties has been arrested. 34-year-old Randolph Boswell was arrested yesterday off West Kentucky 80 in London. Deputies say Boswell tried to drive away, but they were able to catch and arrest him. Deputies say Boswell is wanted on 16 charges out of 6 Kentucky counties. He's facing several charges including burglary, bail jumping, and theft by deception. In less than 2 days, 4 fires have damaged homes in a central Kentucky community, and police think every fire was set on purpose. State police say the fires were set between early Friday morning and Saturday afternoon in the McKinney community of Lincoln County. WKYT's Jerry Kinsko is tracking the investigation.
This was once a home to a Lincoln County family here on Railroad Street, but state police tell us that it's now a part of an arson investigation.
Not 1, 2, or 3 fires, but 4, leaving burn memories behind, and none of them were accidental, according to state police.
Between Friday morning and Saturday afternoon, in a span of about 36 hours.
Starting over on Highway 698, this home burned down at 4 a.m. on Monday, and then this one on Toombs Hollow Road late Halloween night. The third fire at 4:30 a.m. on Saturday destroyed this residence on Trustee Road, and then the string of arsons ended here on Railroad Street Saturday afternoon.
No one was home at the time that these fires took place. Everybody was gone. 2 of the houses are currently being lived in. One of them was abandoned, and the other one was in the process of being cleaned up so it could be rented out again.
Now state police have questions of who would do this, with what, how without anyone noticing, and why. They
seem to be very random, but methodical, because they're making sure that nobody is home when they start the fires.
Days later, the smell of fire lingers in McKinney, along with an arsonist or 2, as state police continue searching for answers.
The investigation got started when fire officials noticed that the 4 homes are within a square mile of each other. In Lincoln County, Jerry Kinsko, WKYT.
All right, thanks so much, Jerica. The Arson Task Force is offering a $1,000 reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction of the arsonists. Police in Floyd County are trying to figure out what led to a deadly shooting there. This happened yesterday afternoon in a parking lot just north of Prestonsburg. State police say a man died in the shooting. His name hasn't been released, but investigators say he was in his 40s. A neighbor reported hearing 2 gunshots, then saw the man lying on the ground. Police haven't said if they have any suspects in in the shooting.
A man accused of killing a Lexington teenager has agreed to a plea deal, but the victim's family tells us they are not happy about it.
Last year, police say Ernest Wheeler shot 18-year-old Patrick Puckett at a Lexington apartment. Wheeler's been charged with murder, but he pleaded guilty to manslaughter under the deal. Puckett's family tells us they do not think justice has been served. WKYT's Garrett Weimer has that story.
With pictures and mementos, family members hold on to the memory of Patrick Puckett.
That's Patrick being Patrick.
For Ronald Cowherd, he's the son who was gone too soon.
My son didn't get to graduate high school. My son didn't get to go to college. My son's not going to be able to get married. My son's not going to be able to have kids. I'm not going to be able to have grandkids.
Police say Puckett was shot and killed in May last year. Ernest Wheeler, the suspect in the shooting, was originally charged with murder, but agreed to a plea deal in Fayette Circuit Court. The clerk's office here tells me Wheeler pleaded down his charge to first-degree manslaughter. They say that comes with a recommended sentence of 12 years in prison.
People say, well, how much time is enough? You know, I don't know that. But the thing is, I know 10 to 15 years isn't.
Cowherd says he still believes in the justice system, but in this case, their case, it failed them. Again, opening wounds that will never fully heal.
Never. No. I mean, until I die, never. You know, because like I said, you know, we have these pictures here. It seems like it's something every day, or every other day reminds you of Patrick. Now, it's something that we'll live with for, you know, for the rest of our lives.
In Lexington, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Thanks, Garrett. Wheeler is scheduled to be sentenced next month. Kentucky Senator Mitch McConnell says it is time to fix the Senate so Republicans and Democrats in Washington can try and find some common ground.
Senator McConnell won a 6th term in office this week, and he is now in line to become Senate Majority Leader. Yesterday, he said the Senate needs to pass an energy plan as well as tax reform and a trade agreement. He said that he spoke with President Obama and other Democratic leaders.
All of whom I think have the view that we ought to see what areas of agreement there are and see if we can make some progress for the country. I always like to remind people that divided government's not unusual in this country. We've had it frequently, I think maybe even more often than not since World War II.
The last Kentuckian to be Senate Majority Leader was Democrat Alben Barkley in the 1940s. President Obama says he thinks he can have a productive relationship with Senator McConnell, and he had this offer.
I would enjoy having some Kentucky bourbon with Mitch McConnell. I don't know what his preferred drink is.
That comment made Kentucky bourbon a trending topic online. The president of the Kentucky Distillers Association says he has been swamped with phone calls, emails, and tweets. Eric Gregory is suggesting the president and Senator McConnell hold a bourbon summit here in Kentucky.
This year we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of the congressional resolution that declared bourbon America's only native spirit. So we kind of considered our patriotic duty to step up and serve our country literally and make this summit happen.
Gregory says the Distillers Association plans to send a care package to the president and to Senator McConnell with 40 to 50 of Kentucky's finest bourbons inside.